Oh man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is? Tuesday. Brewsday, Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah! Grab a cold one. It's Brewsday Tuesday. Here's DreZ and Big Nate.
Popping tops, baby. Oh, I feel like
we-
should we be shooting it? It is Bruce Day Tuesday.
I don't. The guns have gone missing. Someone
think-
confiscated our firearms.
Actually, I think I might have tossed them. I think it was an unfair fight at that point because one was basically
Yeah.
like not even shooting a BB gun. It just never works. So I think those ones are done. But I just popped from New Belgium Brewing Company, their special release. You may have seen it before if you are a fan of Four Roses bourbon. It is indeed the Oak Spire, the bourbon barrel aged in collaboration with, of course, Four Roses. It's 9% ABV. Now, I was looking on it before we open up the mics. Oh, here we go. Here's a little synopsis for you. A limited edition collaboration between New Belgium and Four Roses. Oak Spire is a unique bourbon-inspired ale aged with oak spirals and char from inside the barrel. Smooth notes of toffee, vanilla, and caramel wrap up with a refined finish. Oak Spire, where innovation meets tradition. Now, I was alluding to, I was looking for a year on this because I think they do this every year.
Yeah.
And the best I could find is an enjoy by date of October 6th of 24. So if I was a bet man, I think this is probably last year's. Maybe it
I would
came
think
out
so.
October 6th of last year, and then they slap a year-long date. Although you'd think that this could age
Yeah, I
well.
was saying enjoy buy on a bottle like that's a little odd.
So I don't know. Yeah, I was a bit surprised that it has an enjoy by because most of the barrel aged stuff can just get better with age.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the stuff that was in the barrel originally usually does.
Mhm.
I've got the Lagunitas Willetized Coffee Stout, 12.4% ABV, aged in rye oak barrels, 2023 highly limited release. And I like this synopsis here. From our friend, the Kentucky distiller J.D. Willett himself, we've got a single type of barrel for aging our creations, wood. When they're ready to shine, we snag some choice barrels from our pals at Willett and do one thing. Fill them up with beer. The taste tells. It's good to have friends. Let us know what you think. And I also appreciate you handing me this one because love a good coffee stout.
Well, I figured, I like a good coffee stout too if it's done in barrels. So I think I will enjoy that one as well. But I figured since you're the coffee drinker of the two folks sitting in the room right now, it would make sense to slide that one your way. So these are two by, I would say, kind of the more big boys, if you will. So the next round will be continue with the barrels. However, it'll be a little bit more localized, which would be nice. But these are ones that are, I would imagine, are pretty readily available. I got this one down at the cellar. That one, I think that one came from a grocery store chain. A Lagunitas, they're very well distributed.
And
So
I like the story on that one because he got it from a grocery store.
yeah, I was
And,
surprised.
he did not buy it as a 6-pack, did you?
Yeah, you know how you go to some of the grocery stores have the build your own 6-pack, and most of the time, the stuff in there is, lackluster or nothing too special. I was very surprised that that was part of or something that you could build your own with. So they had two, and I went ahead and took two of those as part of the 6-pack. But they had like Arrogant Bastard and stuff. They
Yeah.
had some pretty reputable, high ABV, awesome stuff to throw into the build your own. So I was
And
pretty
again,
pleased with that.
Knowing the store you went to, that's quickly become my go-to locally.
Yeah.
It's real convenient for my
Mm-hmm.
commute home because got to go pick up the kids.
You go
from
right
daycare
by it.
anyway.
Go right by it. So I'm a bit surprised by this one. This is not tasting very good to me at all, frankly.
Well, it's after October 6th or whatever the date was.
October 6th, 24.
Oh, it's well before October 6th, 24.
Exactly.
It didn't age enough.
Maybe that's the difference. Is this supposed to be the enjoy after? I don't know.
That's a bummer.
That is a bit of a bummer. I'm surprised because I've had this I've had this before. I figured I haven't had this year. Whatever. I'm assuming it's next year or this past year. I could be wrong though, but this is the show I've been waiting for. We haven't had a good. You're making a face. What was yours again?
12.4.
12.4. So that's a good hearty.
I don't know if I want to share this.
Well, tough luck. You're gonna have to share because that other one that I got, like I said, I got two, and that one's already gone, and I didn't get to try it. So
Oh,
you have to let me have some of that one.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. Yeah, we haven't done a big show in a while, and we did get a little unruly the other week. I think that was the closest thing in a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that was only 8%.
Yeah,
Well, no, because then we got the yeah,
that's true. We did the big
yeah,
Bermuda.
just the big boys. So that was kind of the stepping stone.
Yeah, we're working out.
I don't know where we
stretching.
go from here, though. This is, I think it's going to be tough to get any higher than this week's.
No, I mean unless we start just bringing in mead that's been aged for a while,
Could.
which is something I've been considering. I keep seeing ads for a group on Facebook. It's a group that basically just makes their own mead at home, and I see all these recipes. I'm like, man, it's so easy to do it because it's such a passive process, much like Kirsty's kombucha. I kind of might want to give mead a shot this summer.
Please do. I would love to try it. I don't. So you've watched some of the videos. You
Yeah,
know
it's so easy.
What do you do?
I mean, you're essentially just mixing up honey, whatever fruit
Honey.
you want. Just you got to have your sugars and then whatever yeast you want to kind of take it. You can let it go wild. I've seen people do that as well, and then just make sure it doesn't explode. But thinking about it, there's a lot of great places that have like local honey around here that are just
And there's so many different kinds of honey.
yeah,
Like you can do some hot mead with that
exactly.
spicy honey that you like.
I mean, that's exactly right. So I think I'm gonna give it a shot once. I mean, now we're with the sports season's kind of dying down and time's more available.
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm all for that. I would love to have a home brew. And I actually have a beer making kit I've been meaning to do. So maybe we could try and time it out where it could be
Yeah.
we try your mead and we try my beer. That might be a good show.
It'd be fun.
All right, let's plan it out. Do you have an idea? What's the timeline on mead?
I mean, it's not horribly long. I think it's like in 6 weeks. You can get a pretty good
Okay.
batch.
All right. Let me look at mine. I think it's same sort
It's
of thing.
pretty
I
similar.
think 2 to 3 weeks.
And then
So I might have a little
obviously with the mead, the longer you age it, the higher the ABV will go.
Thing
As long
is,
as
yeah. Are you going to get one of the things to see what the AB? Like I don't have one of those, so when I brew the beer, we're just going to have to be guessing at what the ABV
I think
is.
we guess.
Mhm.
We do it in the true because I mean for me this will be outside of that time I tried to make my own wine in college. Spoiler alert, it worked, but it tasted horrendous.
By
Absolutely
it worked,
horrible.
you mean it got you drunk?
Yeah.
That was the
And it was
real
cheap. It
point.
was grape juice, and I don't even think I was smart enough to get like brewer's yeast or champagne yeast. I used like Fleischmann's bread yeast. It's real would never do that again. But
Did you just like throw it in a jug? I'm just picturing like
a glass
literal
jug, and
toilet
then-
wine that you're doing it in
I mean,
the
that's essentially
bathroom.
what it was a glass jug, and then I didn't buy a what are they called? The carboys, the things that
Mm-hmm.
keep the air out. I just put a balloon and then poked a small hole in it with a needle, so it didn't explode everywhere. I don't know what the ABV was. I know it tasted terrible, but it got the job done.
That's all that
I'm
matters.
hoping to do something a little better than that though with the mead.
Yeah. Well, keep watching the videos, learn a thing or two, and I'll do the same, and we can try and plan that out for, I don't know, maybe late spring, early summer, or something like that.
Yeah, I
That'd
think
be
it's a good
fun.
idea.
All right, I like that. I do like that, and frankly, maybe I'll like that better than this Oak Spire. I'm really surprised because I know I've had this before, and I mean, shoot, I could even pull it up and see what marks I've given it in the past and what years I've had.
Does something taste wrong or bad?
It does. It tastes off. It tastes
Okay.
off. And so, again, I know I've been sitting on it for a little while, but that shouldn't have been an issue and yeah, I mean, I'm pretty, I'm pretty on top of making sure, once it's cold, it's cold. So yeah, this is it. The Oak Spire 2023 Strong Ale. The label looks just right. 9% ABV. Average score is a 3.9. Friends have given it a 3.8. But I had the 2022. I gave it a 4.25. I've had, okay, maybe I've only had the 2022 previously, but this is not going to get a 4.25. This is,
As I say, I've had it in the past, and I've always enjoyed it. That's interesting.
yeah, I mean, well, maybe it's just not as good as I had expected. Maybe I'm confusing it with something else. It's just, and maybe I gave it that 4.25. Perhaps it was on the show. Let me look and see when I had that. Maybe I was being a little bit generous. No, untapped at home. I don't know. This is not the best. Sorry, New Belgium. I do love Four Roses. I would much rather just be sipping on that, or just even a fat tire or something. I mean, this is, it's got the ABV 9%, so it'll get a little love there. But I mean, shoot, I wonder if your toilet wine was even tastier than this.
Oh,
No, it's not that
oh,
bad.
not
I'm just
bad.
kidding. It's not that bad. But I'm only gonna give it a 3.5.
Oh,
And the reason why it's getting even that little bit of love of the half point is maybe because of the ABV. This is
Okay.
not very good.
I don't know that I've ever had Four Roses bourbon, so it's interesting that you mentioned that. I have. I know they've done other beers with other breweries and stuff, and I've always enjoyed what I've seen that has the Roses logo on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've had the Oak Spire, so I guess I'll take that with a grain of salt when I'm trying it during the break and
Yep.
understand that maybe it's not indicative.
Yep.
New Belgium's one of those breweries for me though that like always has a soft spot in my heart, so I kind of always want to buffer in their favor.
Well, looks like you might have won this round. How are you
I
feeling?
mean, I'm a coffee stout aged in rye barrels, 12.4% ABV, Lagunitas. It's a 4.75, just because, and that's only because I know there are potentially better things on the horizon, and I
Yeah.
don't want to just come out
I
of the
figured
gate with
that's why
5.
you want to do that.
If after the next round I do reserve the right to come back
You'll
and change
flip-flop the
my
scores or
rating,
something.
but 4.75 for right now.
So I didn't even think about, so that's rye barrel versus bourbon barrel over here, and I'm more of a bourbon guy. What about you? Where do you stand on rye? Do you like rye whiskey?
Every rye I've had, I've enjoyed, but it's no bourbon.
I'm with you. That's kind of
It's
bourbon's my go-to, but I do enjoy a good rye.
Yeah. 9 times out of 10, if I'm at the store, it's
I
gonna be
reach,
bourbon.
yeah, I reach for the bourbon over a rye, but you know,
Bourbon.
anytime it comes my way, like I know JT, he's more of a rye
We love
guy,
rye.
so I've certainly tried some with him, and I do tend to like, if it's good, it's good.
I think Scotch would come in ahead of rye for me.
I would probably, before I was married to who I'm married to, I would have said the
No,
other way, but
she-
I have grown to really appreciate
I mean,
Scotch.
All of my experiences drinking Scotch were with her, so I have been led by someone who's from Scotland, so I have an
Well-
unfair advantage.
Well,
But
maybe
do
I had,
like Scotch.
I think I had a bad, I guess you could say, first experience with Scotch, maybe. I mean, and I wouldn't even say it's first, but I was so used to Red Label being the only Scotch I ever thought about. And come to find out, it wasn't just Red Label. It was my grandpa's Red Label, which, you know, I love grandpa. The thing was grandpa's Red Label over time was tainted by whether it's an uncle of mine or maybe one of my cousins, but I've tried a bottle of Grandpa's Red, and it was so watered down and terrible. Now, having more of an appreciation for whiskey and know what I'm tasting for, I was like, this
is
tastes
not
like
what-
this tastes like water.
This is not what's on the label.
Exactly. So I feel like that kind of maybe swayed it. But that being said, I think even just regular Red Label Johnny Walker is, I mean, it's nothing special. That's for sure. I've had
I don't think
a
it's worth
lot
the
better
price
Scotch.
point.
Yeah, that is what's sitting up on my bar, but it's just because I have that old bottle that was Grandpa's that I just refill because I like that.
Yeah.
It's the old Red Label bottle, which is cool. So, all right, well, that's a wrap for this round. We will play a song. I'll let you try how terrible this Oak Spire is, and then we'll come back and we will be upping it up a notch. Mine was 9, yours was 12.4. We're going to add quite a bit to both of those numbers, actually, if you can believe it. It's a big Brewsday Tuesday right here on 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.